And Chris Huckle here, wrapping up the end of the Missouri Relays 2012 edition, and with Ricky West, the third-year sophomore. Is that right?
I'm a redshirt junior.
Okay. So, and from where in Canada are you originally from?
I'm from Toronto.
Toronto area?
Yeah.
Okay. So something Marid told me I didn't realize that he and Eric both made the World Youth Team. Were you fortunate to do that as well by chance?
I mean, I made a lot of international teams for Canada.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, growing up, but I mean, I never competed for them. It just wasn't like part of my season.
Yeah.
It wasn't part of my goals.
Yeah. Now, did you redshirt? Were you out all last year? Did you took the whole year off?
Last year, I only raced one race in the 1500 here.
Okay.
So.
And then had just a great indoor season this year. Tell me about coming into the conference meet, Big 12 meet at was it Texas A&M?
Yeah.
Remember? Tell me about how that went. Were you thinking, shooting for the individual title going in, or are you just going to run your best and see where the chips fall?
I mean, coming into the meet, I ran 148.80 and I was ranked 4th in the conference, but I knew like after that race there was a lot of pieces of the race that I could have fixed.
Yeah.
And we're just working out, going into the race. I was doing pretty good in the workouts, and we had a workout. It was a split 800 workout that I did with Coach Peterson, and that went really well going into Big 12s. And he said to me, it didn't really occur to me, but he said, if you just get into the race, get into the right positions, I see you walking out, as a Big 12 champion. And not until that point did I really say, I really got to focus because, I can win this and I might not have another opportunity to do it.
Right.
So, it's like a one-time shot. And, I got out there, I was really confident stepping on the line. I wasn't nervous, I just felt really confident, and, I knew I could do something really good, if I put myself in a position.
Yeah, yeah. So tell me, what was that feeling like when you came across as Big 12 champ?
I mean, coming across the line, was something I was working on. I had my aspirations of doing that. And, I worked toward, the whole year really towards doing that. So, I mean, it's kind of a surreal feeling, and, to look up at the time and see 147, maybe a lot of people were surprised. I wasn't surprised because I've been waiting for that for a long time, and I've been working towards that for a long time.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
For it to just finally click for me was, I was really happy about that.
Yeah. Well, whether it was, working with Coach Jared Wilmus or Coach Fred Bingley or Derek Peterson, tell me what it's like. Just from those guys, just got a wealth of experience and success. Tell me what you've learned from them and what it's been like working with them.
I feel like every coach that I've worked with, a lot of coaches in my career, having transferred from another school and having a different coach every year at Missouri. It's been difficult, but I've picked up something from each one of them, and it's like a valuable resource. And this year, having like both Coach Peterson and Coach Lynn to work with has basically been, like, to me, the best combination of training. And although we've just started out fresh, and both of them have never really worked with 800-meter runners before, I feel like between the two of them and me and my main training partner Blake, that we put together like a really good training plan.
Yeah.
And I mean, everything should just, going into outdoors everything should keep progressing nicely, and we should have a really good, successful outdoor season as well.
Yeah. Well, tell me, going to the national meet then a couple weeks ago, what was the mindset then? Going to obviously trying to get through the prelims and make the final. What were your thoughts going in? Were you confident? Were you nervous when you stepped on the track? Tell me what you were thinking.
The 2 weeks after Big 12s going into nationals, I don't feel like I had the best opportunity to recover. Like, my body was just kind of feeling out of whack, and I wasn't recovering well. And I had a couple of workouts and they never went very well. But after we flew out to Boise, I started to feel a bit better. And I just had to be really confident, knowing like, sometimes people get to the national meet and they'll run as good as they had run earlier in the season. So, I knew I'm strong, and that if I'm in the race, that anything can happen in the 800. And I wasn't really nervous. I knew I could do it.
Yeah.
I knew I could do it. I mean, the finals was very disappointing, getting an 8th place finish.
On the track, we'll have the
I never would have guessed, like, coming last. I never saw that. You win some, you lose some. It was a really close race, and it was everybody. It's the top level, so
yeah. Yeah. I mean, maybe a little disappointment, but I mean, there were a bunch of guys that in the event that were sitting on the sidelines watching, and they weren't taking that All-American trophy home like you were. So,
you know, on one hand, I'm disappointed, but I was definitely very thankful to be on the track running and sitting in the stands watching the race. Definitely.
Yeah. Well, what are plans for outdoor? Are you still got a week or two before you spike up again, or what's?
Yeah, I mean, the plan is as of now to run next weekend in the 1500 meter at Arkansas.
Okay.
Just, you know, keep working on the aerobic base, get some more strength on them before we get into like the main parts
Your
of the
speed training. Yeah.
That's the plan right now.
Yeah.
And then maybe run at 800, and then run 800 at LSU the week after, following week.
Okay, and then conference. You know, I'm trying to think where conference is. K-State maybe this year. Okay, and then what will it probably take to make that NCAA first round? Probably 148 or 9.
Probably, you know, I had 149. So I mean, concern is not really making the first round, but it's making the the main NCAA meet again.
Be ready to when you get to the first round to be ready to go and in the race.
Be able to run something, better than 147 on the first round meet and get past that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and I asked Maria and Jonathan. Obviously, Canada's, very few differences from the U.S., but obviously the U.K., where Jonathan, they're a little bit more of a food and difference. Anything that you found in the U.S. or here in Columbia that you enjoyed that you didn't experience back home in Toronto? Shakespeare's pizza, maybe?
Shakespeare's pizza is good, but we got good pizza up there too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much. I just really enjoyed just being on the team where we're a good group of guys and everybody's really motivated, and just being part of the NCAA, competing in the NCAA has been a really good experience. And being on a team where everybody is really focused this year has just helped me a lot, to be focused and reach my goals.
Yeah.
So that's what I've enjoyed the most, really.
What about the Canadian trials? Are those this in June, July, or what's what?
I mean, the Canadian trials are, whenever, but I'm originally from Jamaica, and I plan on, if I'm in, that range.
If you're in that shape, ready.
146 low, 145 high, I'll definitely be looking to compete for Jamaica.
Okay.
In the, over the summer, maybe whatever internationals competition.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Congratulations on such a great indoor season, and good luck next couple weeks, and hopefully we'll see some fast times from you.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Well, thanks a bunch. Did I give you a card?
Appreciate it.